few weeks ago, I was challenged to learn how to change the oil and oil filter on my car only using the internet. Linked below are a few resources that I used, including the Family Handyman, Car Care Kiosk, and several YouTube videos. Today, I'm going to show you how to change the oil and oil filter on a 2006 Pontiac G6. The owner manual is very important in this process because it tells you the correct materials to use. Let's get started. You will need the following materials to change your oil and oil filter. The oil in your car must be warm enough so that it flows out smoothly, but not too hot, or else you will burn yourself. Now that I have my materials ready and my car is lifted on ramps or can be lifted using a jack and jack stands, it's important to pop the hood. The first thing I'm going to do is take off the oil cap. Taking off the oil cap will allow the oil to drip out from the bottom of the car easily because it creates airflow. Throughout this entire process, I will be wearing rubber gloves to help minimize the amount of oil that I get on my hands. To remove the oil cap, simply twist to the left and pull up. Place the cap somewhere safe so that it does not get lost. Now it's time to pull the plug at the bottom of the car. To pull the plug underneath your car, you will need a wrench, hammer, paper towel, and oil pan. You will also need cardboard or something to lay on the ground so if oil spills, it doesn't get on the surface you're working on. I will be laying underneath my car head first because this is most comfortable for me. Before loosening the nut, you want to position your oil pan so that it'll catch all the oil once the plug is removed. The plug may be tight, so use a hammer to tap the wrench to loosen it. Now that all the oil has dripped out, I am going to put the plug back in after I've cleaned it with paper towel. Now it's time to take off the oil filter. My oil filter is located under the car near my oil plug. To remove the oil filter, I'm going to use an oil filter wrench, and I want to make sure that I position the oil pan right underneath it. Taking off the oil filter is a little dirty, so you're going to want to make sure that you have lots of paper towel around. Once the oil filter is done dripping, remove the oil filter and the rubber ring and clean the area well with paper towel. Now that the old filter is out, I am going to insert the new filter after I lubricate it with new oil. Lubricating your oil filter is important so there is a continuous flow of oil. When installing the new oil filter, tighten it loosely with the oil filter wrench. Now it is time to pour in the new oil. I will be using 5 quarts as recommended in my owner's manual. Before pouring the oil, make sure that your filter and plug are tightly secured. Clean the oil funnel so no dirt or particles enter the engine with the new oil. Clean the area with paper towel, replace the oil lid, and clean out the funnel with paper towel. Close the hood of the car and lower the car onto a flat surface. Turning the car on and off will help circulate the new oil. To get a reading on the oil level, you're going to need paper towel. Remove the dipstick, wiping it off the first time. Because the oil is moved around, it's not an accurate reading. You want to insert the dipstick again and remove it. As I remove it this time, I'm not going to wipe it, and I'm going to look at my oil level is full and I have enough oil in it. I'm going to put the dipstick back and close the hood of my car. Clean up the materials and store in a safe place. You will change your oil again in the next 3,000 miles. The process in changing my oil is complete and I did it successfully. The next steps in this journey will be to reset the oil life gauge within my car, and 2, to recycle the used oil and oil filter in a nearby recycling facility.